Hello and welcome to sunny Camp Redwood. My name's Owen and I'm lucky enough to work out here, and when there's no noisy school groups around, I'm going to show you a little bit of tree science. We're going to do some measuring of one of our lovely redwood trees here, which we're just trying to get all in frame because they are enormous. These giant redwoods are some of the tallest trees in the world. They're closely related to the giant sequoia, which is the heaviest tree in the world. These ones here are just babies. They are only 160 years old. If they're left alone, they will live to be at least 2,000 years old, and they will nearly triple in height. The tallest trees of this variety will grow to be as big as Big Ben in London and taller than the Statue of Liberty. So the tree I was stood next to is that one there. I picked that one because it's nice and in an open area so I can see the top really clearly. I've brought out some things that you will need. You will need some paper to note down your measurements, a stick that's long enough that when you hold it up at arm's length you can see the top lines up with the top of the tree and the bottom goes past the bottom of the tree. I tried using a pencil, but because these are enormous you need something a little bit bigger. And lastly, you'll need a friend and a tape measure. Those are all the things you'll need to figure out the height of any given tree. So what I'm doing here is I'm lining up at arm's length my stick with the top of the tree. So from my line of sight, I can see the top of my stick lines up with the tip of the tree. And what I'm going to do is move my thumb so that it lines up with the base of the tree, which is about there. So the easiest way to measure the length of a tree would be to chop it down, but obviously we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is imagine the tree's falling down. So what I will do is turn my stick to 90 degrees, keeping my thumb lined up with the base of the tree. And now, along that line there, which I'll get my friend to go and stand on, will be the full length of the tree. So what we did before I started measuring was I took a right angle from me to the tree and then off to the left. Katie is now walking along that right angle line until I tell her to stop. So while we swapped over the camera, I was very careful not to move my feet or my hands. And you'll see that following that line there, if I keep my thumb lined up with the base of the tree, Katie's going to keep walking along that line until she reaches the tip of the tree, which is going to be a very long way. So Katie has now walked so far that she's crossed the road. I'm going over to find her. I'm now stood with Katie at the point where I told her to stop. This is the tree we used to get a straight line in a right angle, and that tree there is the one we're measuring to. So we're going to use my tape measure and we're going to see how long this tree would be if it fell over. 7 feet makes it 182 feet tall. So the tallest tree in the world is a member of this species. It's called Hyperion and it grows in California. That tree is 379 feet tall compared to this one at 182. So it'll double in size over the course of its lifetime. It's got 2,000 years more left of its life and almost 200 feet more to grow. Thank you for joining me here at Redwood on this beautiful sunny afternoon, learning a little bit more about our lovely redwood trees. Hope to join you again soon. Bye bye.